Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Oluwabusayo Dukoya and you can also call me the Global Teacher. Today we'll be talking about rules of divisibility for 8. Rules of divisibility for 8. So, if you are trying to divide any number by 8 and you want to see if that number will be divisible by 8, the first thing you have to check is the last 3 digits of that number. If the last 3 digits of that number is divisible by 8, such a number will be divisible by 8. Again, if you are trying to divide any number by 8, if the last 3 digits of that number, if the last 3 digits is divisible by 8, the number as a whole will be divisible by 8. Let's take for example, looking at this number 55,400, we want to check if 55,400 is divisible by 8. The first thing we have to check is the last 3 digits. What are the last 3 digits of this number? We have 400. Together we have 400. So is 400 divisible by 8? Yes, 400 is divisible by 8 because 400 can divide 8 50 times. So 400 is divisible by 8. So if 400 is divisible by 8, then 55,400 will also be divisible by 8. So let's check if 55,400 is divisible by 8. In 55, we have 6, remainder 7. 1874, that's 9, remainder 2. 1820, that's 2, remainder 4. 1840, that's 5. So we can see that 55,400 is divisible by 8 because the last 3 digits, which is 400, is divisible by 8. Let's take another example. Now, let's look at this number 111,016. Let's see if this number will be divisible by 8. First and foremost, don't forget we are going to check the last 3 digits. What are the last 3 digits? We have 0, 1, 6, which is synonymous to 16. 0, 1, 6 is the same thing as 16. So that implies that we ask ourselves, is 16 divisible by 8? Yes, 16 is divisible by 8. So that means that 111,016 will also be divisible by 8. Let's check. In 11, we have 1, remainder 3. 1831, that's 3, remainder 7. 1870, that's 8, remainder 6. 1861, that's 7, remainder 5. 1856, that's 7. So we can see that because the last 3 digits of this number is divisible, because the last 3 digits of this number is divisible by 8, therefore this number as a whole, this number 111,016 will also be divisible by 8. Let's take the last example. Lastly, let's check if 64,342, if it is divisible by 8. As usual, let's check the last 3 digits. The last 3 digits here is 342. That's 342. Now let's check if 342 is divisible by 8. 1834, that's 4, remainder 2. 8 22, that's 2 remainder 6. So that implies that 342 is not divisible by 8. So that implies that 64,342 will also not be divisible by 8, because 342, the last 3 digits, is not divisible by 8. So let's check if 64,342 will be divisible by 8. 8 in 64, that's 8, remainder 0. 8 in 3, we have 0, remainder. Take the 3 to the other side to make it 34. 8 in 34, that's 4, remainder 2. 8 in 22, that's remainder 6 over 8. So that means that remainder 6 over 8. So this gives us 804 3 over 4. So we can see here that 64,342 is not divisible by 8, because the last 3 digits, which is 342, is not divisible by 8. Now let's take the exercise for the week. Exercise for the week. Which of these numbers is or are divisible by 8? 811,724, 257,556, 151,172. Then we also have 33,772. So which of these numbers is divisible by 8? Bye. See you next time.